All right, we're going to use Claude today to create a few things in Velorn. Let's do it. Let's open it up. All right, let's create a new project, which I already called MCP Claude, because I want to do the same test, but with codecs later. Okay. Actually, hold on. What am I doing? So I got to go here first and get this here. And then I'll ask, do you have access to Velorn? Great. All right, so I'm going to ask it to do something for us. Great. I want you to use all the tools you have available to you. Create a 60-second informative video about our solar system. Start out with an opening title, then show us each planet in order. Make sure you label them every time they come up, and then also give us a little snippet of what, a fact about each one of them. I also want you to either go on the internet and find these planets or all the graphics you're going to be using, or create them with Seedance. And then afterwards, I also want narration and some music to go along with it. No need to preview it. You can just go ahead and create it. If you want to discuss before you do it, that's fine too. Close that. Let me make sure Seedance is correct. Usually when I put Seedance, it puts a C and then dance. Oh, okay, that's good. Let me put 2.0. Okay, just to be sure. All right, let's see what it does. Also, I'm wondering, would you guys like to have access to Claude and codecs within the app? I thought about doing that, but I felt it was going to clutter the app too much. There's no good place to put it. All right, it says I'll build this end-to-end, a 60, 1080p, 24 FPS video, opening title, all 8 planets in order. Okay, so it's gonna go and find real NASA imagery, public domain. Oh, nice, okay. So I guess it's gonna go out and download them? We'll see. I probably should have said to make it cinematic. Yeah, I'm gonna just stop it for a second. I forgot to mention this, but can you make this cinematic? So even the narration and music, everything should feel pretty epic because we're talking about space here. Can you steer with, I don't think you can. All right, so hold on, just thinking, so it should be fine. All right, let's see what it does. I know my prompts suck. I'm not very good at prompting. I feel like prompting was really important when they first came out, but now I feel like it's still, important, but it's less of an issue. I mean, I'm a total moron, and look what I can do. All right. So I'm having a beer while doing this. Just kick back. All right, so I found my key, my config.org key, API key. So now I can go off and, do whatever. Oh, look at that sun. Oh, wow, look at that. Awesome, look at that. Oh, I wonder if it's gonna rotate these. I guess it can't really because they seem like to be stills. All right, let's see what it does. It's funny, it didn't even acknowledge when I said to make it cinematic. It just kept going. Well, some comments I've gotten were not to skip over things, so I'm not going to skip over. I may speed up things like 2 times, like here, nothing going on, so the video is not like 100 hours long, but I promise not to cut anything out, and I won't make it so fast that you don't understand it. So it's kicking off the music generation. It runs in the background on ComfyUI, and now it's importing all 9 images in one pass, which we saw that. Okay. All 9 planets images are placed. Okay, so they're all on the timeline now, as you can see it. Let me kick this, because this will resize the timeline so we can see everything. I love watching this work. It's a little bit like watching paint dry, but it's once it starts going, like it starts going pretty quickly after it stops, thinking so much. And I know I'm gonna get comments being like, using Fable 5 on high for this. I know. But you don't need to use Fable 5. You know what I should do? I should use Sonnet next time, so I can show that you don't need to use Fable 5. With Sonnet, you may have to go back and forth a little bit, but you'll save so much more money. What did it say here? Narration is requeued. While that renders, let me check how the images are framed by default so I can set the Ken Burns moves correctly. Okay, getting fancy. Oh, it says something failed there. The TTS script failed. Let's see. I wonder if I have Comfy. Yeah, well, it says up there that I'm running. I was wondering if I was not running ComfyUI in the background. And by the way, I'm doing this on my Mac now, so I want to show that you can also do this on a Mac, not just Windows with the powerful NVIDIA card. Yeah, you can't run a lot of like the cool AI models, but you can use the cloud. Then plus now you have the MCP stuff too. You can run that here too. All right, motion pass done. Now the typography, main title, subtitle, planet name, labels, and fact lines on the title track. Look, you can see as it's writing here. So as it's doing that, I can scrub. Mercury. Oh, it's already added. Oh my God, look at this. I can imagine my daughter using this whenever she has to show like do like a presentation at school. All right. I don't know if you guys want me to like scrub while this is going, but I'm gonna do that just so you guys can see it. Maybe I just play now and see what this is. The solar system, a journey through our cosmic neighborhood. All right, so it still needs a lot of work still. It's still working stuff out. There we go. What's it doing now? Now the finishing touches, the letterbox track, the cross dissolves between each shot. All right. One thing I added today was now we have a mixer. So if you have a bunch of audio tracks, you can mix it now. And there's also effects. There's reverb, there's compression, and there's a limiter. I'll be adding more later, but those three were them, like, really all you really need. Should we look at this? All right, let's see what it's doing. What's the letterbox bottom? Oh, the bottom letterbox, I see. The top letterbox. I have to let Claude know that we have, that it has access to a bunch of GPU accelerated effects, GLSL effects, that has letterboxing, that has grain, and a bunch of other things. Ooh, now it's getting fancy. I want to see it. All right, so you can't really see that, so you can tell it to fix it. Oh, that was kind of messed up. All right, here, I'm just gonna let it go, keep going. All right, title card looks right. Checking a planet segment with this label, in fact. Is that Mercury? That looks like the moon to me. Maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, I'm gonna pull this up so we can see a bit of like how many tracks it's made. Oh, we got the music in. In the narration, we're bringing it all together. Yeah, it's a music bed is set. We don't have the narration though. Oh yeah, it's checking. All right, so it's running in the local GPU, the narration. That's gonna take forever. Here, maybe I'll tell it. Instead of using the local GPU, since we're on a Mac, so it's gonna take a long time for the narration, go ahead and use ElevenLabs. Please. Oh, okay. It's just stuck in line behind this, the second music. Okay. Oh, we should use... Sorry, instead of doing the music also locally, maybe we could also use, what was it called? Sonilo? Which you feed it a render of the whole movie, and then it'll spit out a music track of what it based on what it sees in the video. What do you think about that? I think it's Sonilo, I think. Sonilo. I could be wrong. I'm probably wrong. Actually, you know what? Let's check. It should be in here. Yeah, oh, it is Sonilo. Okay, great. Perfect. Oh, you're seeing all these errors because I don't, I'm on my Mac. My Mac can't run like LTX 2.3 and stuff like that. This is tight here. It need more space. Oh, I can't wait to hear it with the music and the narration and everything. Oh, that must be the narration. Yeah. If you hear banging, it's because I'll be getting some work done at the house. Okay. Should we play it? Let's watch it down. Wait, the master limiter tool is not available on this server build. Not critical since the music bit sits at negative 12. Okay. Oh, it's gonna export again. I gotta tell it not to do that. All right, let's see it'll play.
Star, 8 worlds. This is our solar system.
Oh, hold on.
Star, 8 worlds. This is our solar system. Mercury, the smallest of them all, racing around the sun in just 88 days. Venus, a world in fever. Its runaway greenhouse burns at 465 degrees. Earth, the only world we know where oceans breathe and life endures. Mars, the red planet. Here stands Olympus Mons, a volcano 3 times the height of Everest. Jupiter, king of the planets, where a storm wider than Earth has raged for centuries. Saturn, crowned in rings of ice, billions of frozen shards in silent orbit. Uranus, a world knocked onto its side, rolling through space at a 98-degree tilt. Neptune, the far frontier, where winds scream past 2,000 kilometers an hour. One sun, 8 worlds, one home.
There it is. I mean, it's pretty cool. I'm not sure if you guys are noticing it, if you guys can hear it, but there's like at the beginning of the audio of the narration that gets cut off. Let me check if it's, because it added a fade to it at the beginning, so maybe I'm thinking that's the problem.
1 star.
Oh yeah, I think that was the problem. So let's see.
Mercury, the smallest of them all, racing around the sun in just 88 days. Venus, Venus, a world in fever.
Okay, that's what it is. Okay, well, I can fix that. I mean, I guess I can tell the AI to do it, not to fade it, but I'm gonna do it myself. All right, that was really bothering me. And then we can tell it to fix this problem here. But that's the only problem, I think.
1 star, 8 worlds. This is our solar system. Mercury, the smallest of them all, racing around the sun in just 88 days. Venus, a world.
Oh no, it's still cutting off the beginning of the word, which is fine, whatever, doesn't matter. Now we can go to the mixer here, and we can make
world in fever. Its runaway greenhouse
louder.
Burns at 465 degrees. Earth, the only world we know where oceans breathe and life endures. Mars, the red planet. Here stands Olympus Mons, a volcano 3 times the height of Everest. Jupiter, king of the planets, where a storm wider than Earth has raged for centuries. Saturn, crowned in rings of ice, billions of frozen shards in silent orbit. Uranus, a world knocked onto its side, rolling through space at a 98-degree tilt. Neptune, the far frontier, where winds scream past 2,000 kilometers an hour. 1 sun, 8 worlds, one home.
Nice. You see, it was like, hey, something's wrong. What was it? I don't know. It complained that I was moving the fader. All right. So let's see it do one more thing. It's going to do a music track based on the visuals. So we'll see what that sounds like. Maybe I should tell it. That doesn't matter. I'm not gonna say anything. Just if it's gonna export, it's fine. We'll just check it out afterwards. Oh, there it is. That's the new one. We should hear it. I'm excited to hear it.
Star, 8 worlds. This is our solar system.
That's super loud. So, you know, the agent can also, he can hear the music, but it can tell of how loud it is. So it can lower it and actually mix it for you, which I think he's doing now, because I think I heard it get lower.
Star, 8 worlds.
Maybe not.
This is our solar system. Mercury, the smallest of them all, racing around the sun in just 88 days. Venus, a world in fever. Its runaway greenhouse burns at 465
Let's add some reverb
degrees.
to this guy's voice.
Earth, the only world we know where oceans breathe and life endures. The red planet. Here stands Olympus Mons, a volcano 3 times the height of Everest. Jupiter, king of the planets, where a storm wider than Earth has raged for centuries. Saturn, crowned in rings of ice, billions of frozen shards in silent orbit. Uranus, a world knocked onto its side, rolling through space at a 98-degree tilt. Neptune, the far frontier, where winds scream past 2,000 kilometers an hour. Sun, 8 worlds, 1 home.
Come on, that's pretty cool. All right, we're gonna try with codecs next, but I'm gonna stop this video for now. Thanks for watching.
1 star, 8 worlds. This is our solar system. Mercury, the smallest of them all, racing around the sun in just 88 days. Venus, a world in fever. Its runaway greenhouse burns at 465 degrees. Earth, the only world we know where oceans breathe and life endures. Mars, the red planet. Here stands Olympus Mons, a volcano 3 times the height of Everest. Jupiter, king of the planets, where a storm wider than Earth has raged for centuries. Saturn, crowned in rings of ice, billions of frozen shards in silent orbit. Uranus, a world knocked onto its side, rolling through space at a 98-degree tilt. Neptune, the far frontier, where winds scream past 2,000 kilometers an hour. 1 sun, 8 worlds, 1 home.